Unfocused.
That's right, we're back.
Alright, I'm T.
I'm AJ Twist, and this is episode 207 of Unfocused.
Gligar.
Gligar.
The fly scorpion Pokemon.
Oh, wait, it's not Steelix? Damn, I fucked up then.
Oh well. Maybe I fucked up. I don't know.
No,
Anyway.
We're on 207, right?
Yeah, 207. Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, this is another episode of Unfocused for the year of 2019. We're back.
We're back, as always. And don't forget, we're live on twitch.tv/collision28.
That's right.
Also, you can watch us after the fact, youtube.com/unfocusedpodcast.
That's right. Twitter, Unfocused28, or Instagram, Unfocused Podcast. And of course, you can always subscribe to us at in iTunes.
All right. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the beginning of the show, our Unfocused weeks.
It is Gligar, you're right. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next week. We'll save that picture for next week. Anyways.
The fly scorpion Pokemon.
Fly scorpion. He's so fly.
He's so fly.
All right. So
All
Unfocused weeks. Who wants to start off, me or you?
I got a long one, so after you.
Are you sure mine's not long either?
Mine's epic.
Oh, shit.
After yours is going to be epic. You know, mine's epic.
All right. So my week, my Unfocused week, just chilling. What do? We played a lot of Smash.
A lot of Smash Brothers.
A lot of Smash Bros. For sure. A lot of Smash Ultimate.
A little Soul Calibur for me. I didn't play a lot.
I played a lot of Soul Calibur recently. I also played a lot of Tekken as well. My brother got a new arcade stick for Christmas, so he came over here and break it in. So we're just going back and forth for a while. Soul Calibur, I just played a lot of that because I wanted to get back into it again, and I've been working on my Xianghua, just learning new shit. Also, what did I do? Oh, I came across a lot of B2s or 2Bs, that new character, the new DLC character that just dropped for Soul Calibur 2.
Oh, okay. I haven't even seen how they play it.
Yeah, she's kind of weird. She's kind of a long-range type of character. She reminds me of freaking... I don't even know. She's interesting, though. She's pretty good. It's like an android base, almost like, what's her name from Tekken? Boskanovich.
Elisa?
Elisa, yeah. So it kind of reminds me of her a little bit.
Miss B?
Yeah. And then, what else did I do? Sonic Comics dropped. Oh, yeah. So I did a little bit of research on the Sonic Comics stuff.
Oh, you figured something out finally?
Yeah, I finally figured some shit out. So apparently, the new comic dropped. I went to go pick that up and all that. All is cool and shit. And I was like, I really want to know where this is taking place in the freaking Sonic comic book timeline. Where is it? So I looked it up real quick, and turns out, brand new universe. So all the references they were making before were all just references based off their own universe.
So it's not like you're missing anything. It's
no,
like
not missing a damn thing. Yep.
But you kind of thought that was a possibility, right?
Yeah, I thought that was too. Actually, turns out it's actually loosely or maybe completely a sequel.
Freedom Fighters?
To the video game Sonic Forces.
What the fuck is Sonic Forces?
It's a game that came out last year. Sonic Forces. There's a new character in it too, or some shit.
What?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I didn't hear about that.
I don't pay attention to the new Sonic games as deeply, but supposedly
ever
it's
since
based
the
off
werewolf
that.
thing, I've been a little bit checked out.
I've been checked out way before that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's your own fault. But go on.
Obviously, I was correct though, and dropping off a long time ago.
You would have been correct starting Sonic Heroes. That was where shit really started taking turn. I didn't like that.
But yeah, apparently it's based off that, and then also the Ian Flynn. I figured out he's the actual writer for the comic book series. It has been for a while, and he's the same one that was doing the original at the very end, and he's continuing doing this new series for IDW. But he said that all the characters that were from the original Archie series are not coming back. So no Freedom Fighters, no Princess Sally, no Bunny Rabbit, no what's his name, the Walrus dude, no Rotor, like none of those characters.
Damn, they just want to let those guys go, huh?
Yeah, so they're pretty much let go. As far as I can tell, they're all let go. They've introduced a couple of new characters that are new to IDW.
But they're mostly going with the adventure characters?
But they're going to be basing off more of the games from now on, they're saying.
That's kind of fucked up because that was where they survived. That was their home. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I kind of liked the original because it was so, I don't know, just different.
Alexander, right?
Yeah. So that's what's going on with that, I figured out, unfortunately.
It's a damn shame.
But I'm still keeping up with the new series, so that's cool. And then
Is it
also, it's interesting. It's pretty good. Yeah, they just had their whole first arc so far. And Dr. Robotnik might be coming back, I think. That's kind of where it's going right now. So it's pretty dope. I'm liking some of the new side characters.
Eggman's coming back?
Yeah, man. He's back, apparently.
This.
Also, I've been secretly playing a game, T.
What game is that?
So you thought you're so hot with your fucking Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword and shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I took it back old school and started playing the NES Legend of Zelda.
Oh,
The original, the first
the
one.
Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda.
Damn.
Period.
My bad.
I'm like 4 dungeons in, I think.
My bad. What do you think?
It's very interesting. I don't know. I like it. Like I remember playing it as a kid, but I never knew what the fuck I was doing. I would go somewhere and just die all the time, right? And you know, you get the beam sword and shit. You're all cool. You get hit, like fuck this game, you know?
Hey, yeah, no beams.
Yeah, exactly. You find a dungeon, you go through it, and you don't know where to go because the shit's you don't know where to go. So now that I'm older and more patient and more knowing of like I know this game has an ending, you know, I'll start playing through it. Just because I wanted to make sure I was doing things in the correct order. I went to go look up walkthrough real quick. Okay, where do I need to be going first? What's the first dungeon I need to go to? I just wanted to know what dungeon to be at and what to find in there.
You know, if you go to the wrong one first, you confuse yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah, actually, I started playing and I just went to whatever dungeon. I beat one dungeon on my own, and I went to a second dungeon. I just kind of got stuck in there. I was just losing left and right. I'm like, I swear, I need something. I feel like something's missing.
It was an item that you needed to fight.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's needed a little more items. There's easy to get items that power you up so quickly outside of dungeons. I was like, what the fuck? So I went doing all that, finding all these holes in the walls and on the overworld, breaking, like finding bitches in bushes. I'd burn them up, you get stairs, you walk in there.
The beginning of side quests.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was doing all these side quest shit, right? And getting items. I got a ring. I got it looks like a croissant, by the way. I got a magic shield. I got a magic sword. Shit like that, and I have a fucking white outfit now too. I was like, oh shit.
My bad. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. So and then once I had all that, that also reduces damage you take. You do more damage with the sword. You block more projectiles and shit. And then I was able to fly through dungeons and shit. So I'm actually enjoying it now. Getting fucking potion bottles and shit. You know, running into fairies randomly. Arrows. When you shoot an arrow, it uses a rupee. Oh, and you max out at like 200 something rupees too, by the way. It was some weird number. Like 260 something rupees you max out on. I was like, that's fucking stupid. I don't know how that makes sense.
And the arrows are equivalent to rupees?
Yeah, and when you shoot an arrow, or use your bow, you shoot an arrow, you lose a rupee. So every arrow you shoot, you lose a rupee.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah, so I guess they had no system for arrow stash, so you just use rupees.
Huh. That's funny. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. Like I shot off. I'm like, how am I getting? Is this infinite? And I saw my rupees dropping down every time I shot. And I was like, oh shit. Okay, let's stop doing this because I might need these later.
A frugal man uses the sword. Right?
Seriously, no, boomerang's pretty badass actually. Got the boomerang going on. It kills bats in one hit. I was like, that's cool. I'm just gonna throw these every time I run the bats now. So I've been doing that. It's been pretty good. Keep getting stuck at certain parts, and I think the last time I played was on Christmas. And I've just been busy with so much other shit that I haven't gone back to it yet. But I plan to go back and finally finish it because I'm apparently halfway through.
Okay.
And then, what else? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah. Also, I want to talk about this. Because for Christmas, got a gift card and I bought this little guy. We talked about it in one of the previous episodes called the 8-bit dough. It's pretty much a wireless adapter for your controllers to make them work through Bluetooth through a switch. Let me explain that a little bit better. You can plug in a wired controller into this to make it wireless through Bluetooth, and it connect to the Switch.
That makes a lot more sense.
Reason you may want to do this is maybe you want to take the Switch out of the house, and then you want to use your GameCube controller maybe. Or maybe it also has a port for Wii controllers, so you can plug in any type of Wii controller into it. Maybe a nunchuck, I'm not sure why you would do that. I'm guessing more of the classic controller that came for the Wii. You might want to plug in here and use that to game with. So that's what I've been using this for. I feel like there's a tad little bit of lag in it, though. So that's my only beef with it so far, playing the game. Also, I feel like sometimes when I do light jumps, it doesn't quite register all the time. Maybe, I would say, 49 times out of 50, it'll happen. So there's every once in a while, it won't trigger my light jump, but I know I fucking did it. So it's good to get you over while you're away, but I don't recommend it completely for like tournament play or something serious, you know?
Unless you don't mind getting mad all the time.
Yeah, if you don't mind dropping a small jump here and there, or your moves just a tad bit off, it's very like a hair bit. You can feel it though. You can fucking feel that shit. Then I don't 100% recommend it, but good to get the kicks out, you know.
So if you're light jumping at all, you probably don't even want this shit. Is what you're saying? Like, if you even know about light jumping and the value of that, you probably don't even want this.
If you're so precise with your movements and you always want to have that precision every single second of your life while you're playing Smash, then don't use it. But, you know, if you want to fuck around sometimes, just play with friends for kicks, why not?
Cause fuck that.
But if you're serious, like fucking ride or die, then no.
I'm always serious.
So there's that. I feel like I had something else, but it'll come to me later on.
All right, so for my Unfocused week, as you mentioned, I've been playing Skyward Sword. I beat that game. That was pretty
Beat
dope.
that shit. Finally.
Served
Been
it.
waiting for that shit.
Yeah, still been waiting on your Golden Sun too. Where's that at?
Legend of Zelda first. I'll get to that.
All right, so I beat that, and I started playing Breath of the Wild.
Oh, you started that already?
Yeah, just to mess around with it a little bit.
Oh, shit.
It looks dope as fuck, but I didn't get hooked on it yet.
Okay.
But actually, before I tried that, I tried The World Ends With You, and the music is dope. It looks dope. The problem is it's just so easy. Like, no, it's too easy. Like,
Really?
before you're playing two characters, and that was difficult. Now, like, you're just playing one character, and like, your backup person is a pin now, and that just makes them might as well just be a special ability. I don't even know I even have them as a partner. Like, so it kind of defeats the whole dynamic of what the game was. So I didn't like it. It was too easy.
So no nostalgia for you there. You're just like, fuck this shit.
It was nice hearing the music again. Like when I turned it on, I was playing it and stuff. Like seeing the cutscenes and stuff. I was like, oh, this is pretty dope.
That's cool.
And I started playing it. I'm like, nah. I just lost the drive to play it.
So the magic is gone.
Yeah, magic's gone. That's a good way to put it. But yeah, so instead I turned on Breath of the Wild. I didn't want to jump right into a Zelda game right away, but I was like, all right, fuck it. So I put it on, and it's pretty dope. But I only got a little bit in.
Okay.
Carrying a bunch of weapons, because apparently the weapons, you pick them up as you go, and you fight with them until they break. And
wait, let's go back to to Skyward Sword really quick. So overall, what'd you think of it? Like, would you place
dope.
it anywhere amongst the other ones?
Like, what do you mean? Like, my favorites?
Yeah, like as one of the favorites, one of the best Zelda games out of all the rest you played.
No, not one of the top. Not top 3.
No. Okay.
Maybe top 10.
Okay.
I put it in the top 10 for
How many
sure.
Zelda games are there?
10, like 20 or 30.
Okay.
Like 20, at least 20 for sure.
Okay.
I gotta look it up now, but
Now,
I feel like there's at least 20.
I feel like there's 2 Zelda games per console, and there's been
5,
6 consoles,
I saw a
right?
video about that, and they said there's exactly 2 Zelda games every time a console comes, except for SNES. And then there was supposed to be a game there called called Ancient Tablets and Stones.
Interesting.
It was supposed to come out, and then they ended up not doing it because.
Then it became 4 Swords.
No, originally it was part of this weird system that they had in Japan where it was an online net play that would come online for the Super Famicom at certain times of the day, and once a week.
Wow, Japan's so advanced in keeping this from us, dude.
Dude, I don't know, man, but like you can only play this game in Japan at certain times a week. And if you didn't finish your dungeon in time, that's it. You're locked out of that dungeon.
Damn, this is like original, like RPG shit, like
kind of, yeah,
raids and shit like that.
But you can do it together. It was individual though. But yeah, it was kind of like the same concept though.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's where that game existed, and so because of that weird concept they were using, it never ported over to America as an actual game because it never came out as a physical game.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's weird.
It was a sequel to The Link to the Past. Before A Link Between Two Worlds was a thing.
I gotta get. That's the whole point why I want to do this Zelda right now, so I can play Link to the Past again. Because I played it. I got pretty far.
Between Worlds?
No, that's alright.
It's a sequel to The Link to the Past, right?
Between Worlds. What's that come on?
That's the one that came out. It came out on the last handheld system or whatever the current.
Oh yeah,
system.
yeah.
It's the sequel to it's
on
Link to the
DS
Past.
or 3DS or something. Wasn't Spirit Tracks 1 too?
That one came out on 3DS also.
Between Worlds, that's right. That was the sequel to that. You're right. I remember hearing that. But yeah, we'll see.
All right, so Skyward Sword was awesome. I did like it a lot.
How was the final boss?
Final boss was awesome.
I saw most of it, right?
Yeah, fool was epic. He looked like a super buffed out version of Ganon.
Did he become Ganon like you thought?
Yeah, well, at the very end, he says, like, when you slay him, he says, like, he's like, you may have defeated me this time, but don't forget. He's like, I'm gonna come back in a different form, and I'm gonna make sure I never leave you alone, and I'm just gonna follow you in a cyclical manner. He even says it's gonna be never ending, and so basically he just foretold the birth of Ganon, which is the rebirth of him.
That's crazy.
His name is Demise, by the way.
Huh?
You saw that big ass sword he pulled out.
Yeah.
And that shit. This fool was summoning lightning down, and I was like, man, I wish I could do that shit. And then I fucking just did it, and it fucking came out. And I summoned lightning down, and that shit was really fucking his shit up.
That's dope. Yeah, that was pretty dope to see too.
Yeah, you just happened to be there when that happened too.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so it was dope. Other thing I saw was this anime that they got on Netflix, a new one called High Score Girl that my girlfriend recommended. You hear about that? this anime has the license to Street Fighter, Galaga, and all this shit.
What?
When it starts off, it has a Street Fighter 2 match happening.
Oh wow!
And then the two anime characters are playing it. And then like this one dude was getting mad because he's getting beat by a girl, and she's literally knocking everybody out in the arcade, right? And cool. Then so he picks Guile and he starts turtling, and then everyone starts fucking giving him evil eyes. Like they actually, they said he's using the Guile turtle technique. Like everyone actually says it and like highlights it, you know?
That's crazy.
And then they stop and they explain to you, what they're talking about and why fighting gamers don't like it.
Wow.
And then like they continue on, and then even went to the point, you know, where you do a jab trap to grab someone.
Yeah.
They even started doing that, and then they explain why people don't like that.
Wow, that's so crazy.
And so he beat this girl from like being cheap, basically, and then she got it from her arcade seat and turned around and fucking socked that fool in the face. Like, it's pretty dope. I highly recommend it for any fighting gamer fans. It's like anime made for you, and they actually got the real license. You see real Street Fighter, real Galaga, real whatever game they're playing.
That's crazy. What's it called again?
High Score Girl.
High Score Girl.
Yeah.
Score.
Really like that.
High Score.
Saw Baki on there. It was pretty dope. It was like an epic martial arts anime. It's a remake of an old one. Just like super buffed ass fighting guys just fighting each other until they die and explode from punches and shit. Like it's pretty crazy. So this is for fun. I don't know. I don't know if I love it yet, but I'll watch a little more. And lastly, I saw 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh.
Completing the trio. I've seen all 3.
Nice. So what'd you think of 10 Cloverfield Lane?
I really fucking liked it.
It was pretty good, yeah.
I feel like
the ending got crazy though, right?
And the ending was so nuts. I was just watching the last fucking 10 minutes with my jaw dropped. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? I was
right?
like, is this shit really going on?
Yeah,
like,
right?
And
then it makes you think about all those other people that were like coming up to the door and shit. You're like, fuck, maybe they weren't tripping out like we all thought they were.
No. I mean, I thought that shit was true, though. Like, because that one guy, I didn't realize there was going to be a third person in the house that was locked in there, too. And he confirmed everything. He's like, yeah, no, I was out there. He's like, I didn't want to be out there. Like, I saw people falling and dying. I don't want to be there. And it's crazy, like, you think that everything's bullshit. She comes out there, she can breathe the air, and then you see a fucking flying alien spaceship spewing toxic gas everywhere.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. To me, that was a killer. It started spewing toxic gas everywhere. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. But,
all right, so trip out. So Tagaratu, I think, is the name of the company.
Wait, do we have the spoiler music on?
No,
it's too old now, right?
No, I would assume this is 10 Cloverfield Lane is kind of old, but this is just like some.
If you guys are Cloverfield fans and you haven't seen them all, we're talking about that shit.
This is outside the movie shit going on. So Tagarado is like the main company that's like in every single movie.
The Japanese company.
Yeah, the Japanese company. They're behind the big Cloverfield monster. They made that Slusho shit, right?
Yeah.
The John Goodman character, he supposedly had worked at Tagarado, I believe.
He worked for a subsidiary called. Or was it called? Something.
Remind me, please.
Something Futura.
Oh, okay. No, they're the opposing company to
Tagarado,
I think. Wasn't
they were a subsidiary company.
Really?
They weren't listed, but if you looked into their history, they're owned by Tagarado.
Okay, I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he was there. He was their employee of the month too.
Yeah.
Bold Futura. I
think it was like something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Bold Future, basically.
Yeah, but so he kind of knew some insight. I think he was a whistleblower or some shit, or there was someone connected to him.
Yeah, he was a whistleblower, yeah.
About the whole thing, so that's why he's kind of all crazy, too, I think.
And the dude in Cloverfield Paradox that was talking on the news has the same last name as him.
Oh, shit.
So it might be like his brother. No, he does for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that was talking at the beginning, he's like, we're messing with this God particle, and we're going to open up these portals, and demons, and all this shit's going to come out, right? Yeah, that guy had the same last name as John Goodman's character. So I wonder, I don't know if they're related or maybe he's a parallel version of him.
Yeah, because we did see something with that at the fucking end of that movie. Huh.
Yeah. And I also I also realized in this is that the monster from Cloverfield Paradox was as big as the clouds compared to the other one that wasn't even as big as the buildings.
What do you mean? In the end of that movie?
At the end of Paradox, the one that showed up at the very end was as big as the clouds.
Huh.
The one that we saw in the first movie wasn't even as big as the buildings.
No, that thing was pretty big, though.
He wasn't even as tall as the buildings, though. He was hiding behind buildings.
Yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Damn, that's interesting.
That means one of two...
This is a fuck up.
No. That means one of two things. One, it's a different universe, and that's the mom, because that one's a baby, right? Or two...
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Or two, that much time has passed on the planet. And he got that big from eating people that whole time.
Maybe.
And that's very possible, too.
That's possible, too, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm more worried about that. That shit's fucking huge. It looks like it really fucked some shit up now.
Seriously. Okay, so the YouTube video that I was watching, the YouTube subscriber person you want to look for is Inside a Mind. And he kind of breaks down some of the theories behind the universe and all that.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw that one. I saw a lot of them, but I don't think I saw that one.
Yeah, he was the guy that was kind of talking about the AR game outside of the movies and all that.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, and kind of connecting everything and making everything make more sense. So, Inside of Mind is the YouTube video, YouTube subscriber you want to look for.
The one that really opened a lot of eyes for me was A to Z. His name is A to Z. He's got like a New York accent. And he talks about, he was talking about like just how all three of them are connected and how they're not connected. Like
how they are and not.
Yeah, because he says they're actually from different universes. He says all three of them are totally different universes.
Okay.
But the spark that happens in parallels. Yeah, the spark that happens in Paradox is what caused everything. Because the guy in 10 Cloverfield Lane, Emmett, says that, oh, I saw a red flash, and then everything just started going to hell. And that's what happens in Paradox when they fuck up the engine, what is it, the
God particle,
the reactor, whatever, the fucking that reactor that they're trying to make happen.
Yeah.
The light goes from white to red, and then it fucking blows, and so that's probably the red flash that fool was talking about.
Did we see a flash in Cloverfield?
I don't know. I don't think we did see that.
So now we gotta look for that now.
Yeah, I doubt we did see that.
I doubt it too.
But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. I was like, there's so many little things I was catching and things that they were pointing out in videos I saw afterwards.
Yeah.
Also I was noticing that I see why they tried to make A Quiet Place part of this, because you heard before A Quiet Place was going to be part of this.
Supposedly, yeah.
I could see why from 10 Cloverfield Lane, because those things that came out of the alien ship, that metal thing that was chasing after her, kind of looked like those monsters from A Quiet Place.
I didn't know there was monsters in Quiet Place. Spoilers.
You didn't see A Quiet Place?
No, I haven't seen it, no.
You motherfucker. You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
I told you. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. There's crazier things to worry about in that movie.
Cool.
But they look a lot like those things, to say the least. So you can see why they almost made that a Cloverfield movie. But it would have complicated everything. That's why they didn't do it at the last minute, I feel like. When you see A Quiet Place, like when you get about like an hour into the movie, you'll be like, okay, I see why they didn't include this shit. It would have confused like way too much shit.
It's already confusing. Shit.
It's already confusing. Like, yeah, we got 3 different universes potentially.
Seriously.
All
right. Anything else?
It was crazy seeing Ramona Flowers in a different movie.
Oh yeah, that too.
With John Badman. Yeah. But yeah, that was my Unfocused week. With that said, let's jump into the main part of the show. The news.
Okay.
This is the news. The news.
Alright, this is the main part of the show, as I just mentioned, where we talk about all the information we have gathered throughout the week. And beyond,
And beyond, damn.
We haven't been on for a while.
Into the future. Yeah.
I'll
definitely be talking about quick little things from whatever we missed. That was kind of big.
Yeah, go ahead. Run through
you want me to go through some stuff real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So for one, Game Freak put out a picture. Game Freak, makers of Pokemon and shit, right? And apparently they've been doing some sneaky shit over the past years that now as you go back and look at it, you're like, oh shit, they're giving us hints to shit like way beforehand. Like,
what do you mean?
Like they showed something a while back that had like just Hawaiian a theme to it, and then later on, like 9 months later, we got Sun and Moon, which was based in Hawaii, right?
Oh
and like little things like that, they'll show you a picture. Like for like all last year, we were getting a bunch of pictures of Pikachu and Eevee together. We're like, why are they showing us a lot of Eevee all of a sudden?
Pikachu and
let's
Eevee.
go Pikachu, let's go Eevee, right?
Yeah.
Recently they showed us a picture. In the Game Freaks, area, it's like the same scenery, the same wall as you always see in most of their pictures. But this time you had plushies of Plusle and Minun.
Oh, okay, wow.
So people are thinking maybe the next game's gonna be Pokemon Plus and Pokemon Minus.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So that's kind of the theory right now, based off that. So that's one thing. Also, more Nintendo shit. Smash Brothers, 3 million in the U.S.
Damn.
Broke records in Japan too.
It's a damn good
Records.
game. It's a pretty good game. I gotta give it the credit. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and plus it's on the Switch, and I think the Switch is just an interesting console overall, so I think that definitely added to that. And speaking of Smash, Isabelle apparently breaking Smash, as I showed you, right?
Yeah, she's kind of annoying.
There's a lot of little glitches. Even Inkling has a glitch too. The roller? If you do the roller, and certain characters, when they're standing on it, its main function is that you should be moving somewhat slower and not jumping as high off of the ink. But some other character has a complete opposite effect. Like I think it's King Dedede. If the ink is laid out on the floor after the roller passes through it, and Dedede stands on it, does his up B, he'll go super fucking high up into the air. Yeah, like 3 times the height that he would normally do with his up B. With Isabel, as we saw, if you have like an assist trophy or even a Pokeball in the middle of the stage, and you have 2 Isabels that forward B for it, which is the fishing rod, and they both grab it at the same time, someone will eventually win that tie. And once that item is released, it'll be multiplied. Like, it'll come out like every 2 seconds again. And the first one will stay there. So you just have multiples of the exact same thing that came out of the assist trophy or out of the Pokeball.
Yeah, I mean, AJ tried that out and it actually worked, and it was pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. And it's
Giant
scary
flying
too.
Dragons came in droves like they were from Slayers or something.
Yeah, like just multiple things just come out all at the same time.
The sky was colored gold and black. You know?
Black and gold. Yeah, and then you just can't see anything because whatever is attacking is just attacking everywhere. So that's pretty crazy. I'm pretty sure that later on it'll get patched. I'm pretty sure a lot of things we're seeing right now that looks like glitches will get patched soon, whenever the next big update is. And then also Fortnite. We're talking about how people were trying to sue Fortnite and Epic Games for all those dances.
Yeah.
Well, Carlton, or what's his name? Alfonso Ribeiro.
Yeah, he jumped onto it.
Yeah, he jumped on that train and tried to sue them too for the Carlton dance, which is called Fresh, by the way, inside Fortnite.
Oh, and one of those rappers too that made a dance, that weird like W.
Yeah, 2 Milli.
Yeah, he jumped on there too.
Which we talked about a couple weeks ago too.
There was another one too. Somebody who was famous for an old school dance that's on there too. It's like a simple little arm thing or something, but like
a Cabbage Patch or some shit. I don't know.
It's some old school shit like that. Like somebody who created that jumped in on that lawsuit.
Yeah, like a lot of people are trying to jump in on that. No word yet on exactly what's going to happen with that, but I'm pretty sure probably nothing. If anything, a settlement, but we'll see. And then I guess last thing until we go into some actual real news is Street Fighter got a new character.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, apparently. It's beyond evil Ryu. Apparently, his name is Kage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's past the Hado or some shit like that. Yeah,
it's fucking
orange and
I thought he was evil Ryu. It's his new character. Basically?
Yeah, he's called Kage.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so actually I haven't seen him yet, but
he just looks like evil Ryu.
He looks like evil Ryu,
even though he fights. Oh wait.
That was a kind of. What was
that weird
kick.
Reverse kick?
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, he got a stomp down. What the fuck? I mean, he's like basically evil Ryu. I don't see anything to do. Damn, new Sagat? No. What? Oh, we knew he was coming, but we didn't see what he looked like, huh?
No, we knew. He's been there.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we haven't played in so long that I haven't actually played any Sagats yet, I don't think. Oh, but no, he's been there.
I see. He's more like, look, he's got... Oh, shit.
Got all these fucking chains.
Look, damn, he's got Akuma's move from Street Fighter 3.
Like Shin Akuma's?
Yeah, Shin Akuma or Akuma from Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
They're the only 2 versions that ever had that crashing down.
Yeah.
Oh, he can charge in the air?
Oh, shit.
Oh, hell no. Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
I take it back. I was going to say he's exactly the same as Evil Ryu, but now I can see he can dash in the air.
He looks like a Ryu Akuma blend.
Yeah, that's what he is.
So that's interesting.
And we've never seen anyone be able to teleport dash in the air. That's a new move.
Yeah, so that's a new character for, I guess, Season 4, I suppose? Which normally we get like a whole group of new characters, but I don't think we are this time. I don't know. If anything, maybe we'll get an announcement at EVO or some shit. But anyways, that's what we missed over the last couple of weeks.
All right, so for actual news, one thing is for New Year's Eve that passed, Disney World actually closed its doors because they were so full.
Of shit?
Yeah, Disney World, they're just full of people and shit, you know? But I guess they have a big fireworks deal on their New Year's Eve day. So at 11:35 a.m., they started putting out, like, you know, tweets and message boards on their websites and everything. Like that. Disneyland's not accepting new people right now. Sorry.
Wow, they went over capacity?
Yeah, exactly. They're at full capacity at 11:35 a.m. It's never happened at Disney World before, I don't think. And
whoa, AM, not PM?
AM.
Damn.
AM, bro.
That is
for
nuts.
their New Year's celebration. And they're like, yeah, you can still go to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. I don't know what any of that shit is because I've never been to the... Oh, I guess that's the other 3 places I see right there, right?
Probably. Or Hollywood Studios, what?
Hollywood Studios, Epcot, Animal Kingdom.
Oh, okay. I thought they're telling them, yeah, just go fucking California right now, guys.
No,
Sorry.
No. They got, like, multiple worlds. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge, like, fucking spot they got. That's right.
Yeah, they have, like, they have, like, an island, like, with somebody's superheroes or something like that, too.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, there were like up to 3-hour waits for rides like Space Mountain, Snow White and the Seven Dwarves even.
That sounds normal.
Yeah, Thunder Mountain, 3 hours. That's a long time, man. I'm not trying to wait in any line that long.
Something sounds so not surprising me there.
Sounds not magical to me.
Or maybe it's so magical that it's just bullshit, you know?
I believe it. Speaking of which, real quick news: Magician season 4 is on Netflix.
3, isn't it? Season 3.
Oh, season 3. Yeah. Sorry, I keep.
But
getting
season
confused.
4 should be starting soon, though, right?
Okay, that's why I keep getting confused because before it came out on Netflix, I saw a trailer for season 4.
Oh shit!
And I was like, "Oh shit, I don't know what's going on right now." And I was like, "I'm not gonna." I had to like turn it off halfway through, and then like a couple days after that, season 3 came out on Netflix. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, that's why I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, we always get the season on Netflix a fucking year before.
Apart,
yeah, it's always a year apart. So yeah, Magicians is out now.
I'm gonna tear that shit up when I get a chance. AJ, news?
Where was I? All right, so this is a little funny meme that's been going on, kind of. So Smash Brothers Ultimate, right? Apparently, there's a thing going on called the Wendy Project. So Wendy, one of the Koopalings, Koopa kids, right? Seen her in Mario 3, Super Mario World, various other games. Mm-hmm. For some reason, people have got attached to this character and are now like making videos about her. Partially as a joke, but partially seriously too. Like people are just claiming, "Oh, she's OP." And I don't know why. No one knows why. People just decided to do this.
This guy started, and that's it.
And it's been an ongoing thing for a couple of weeks now. So everything's like focused on Wendy, even to the point where the beefy Smash dudes that I watch on YouTube, they did a Wendy video too, but it was mostly to explain some Bowser Jr. techniques, but they just made it as Wendy.
Yeah, just
like, oh yeah, by the way, Wendy.
Honor, right?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much in honor of that. But yeah, so if anyone says like Wendy's OP or that she's broken or that she's a new character, people are just fucking trolling. They're just fucking joking around. So, but it is a thing going on right now. So for kicks, I chose Wendy tonight when I was playing Smash. If anyone was watching the stream.
I seen you doing that. Okay, now I know why.
But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up. I just thought it was kind of interesting.
All right.
And just kind of make you guys know right now, like, she's not OP. And she's no different than the other Koopalings.
All right. So, other news, I'm going to quickly list off some of the DC movies that we got coming out next year. Not all live action, some are animated because, as we know, not all the live action sound amazing. But I guess Aquaman was okay, though. I didn't see it.
I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it either. I haven't seen any movies in the last couple months. I miss
I'm
fucking Harry Potter. I miss fucking Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm about to miss Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse, yeah. Fucking Aquaman. Fucking Mary Poppins. What else came out recently that I fucking missed? There's so much that came out like the last couple months.
I failed on Mary Poppins. And then The Apocalypse. You hear about that? The zombie musical?
What the fuck? No.
Yeah, I'll show you a trailer for it when we're later on.
See it.
It looks dope. I'll show you a trailer for it later on if you're down. But anyway, DC got some animated movies coming out next year. We already know they got Shazam coming for sure. But they also have a movie called Reign of the Superman, which is part 2 of that Death of Superman movie that came out last year, that animated one.
Oh, so these are all animated films?
Not all of them.
Oh,
yeah. Well, yeah, no, yeah, we already know all the live action. So yeah, I'll just talk about the animated ones.
Well, what live actions are coming out next year?
Well, we got Shazam.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also got not Gotham City Sirens. What the hell did they end up calling it in the end?
Suicide Squad 2?
No, the one it doesn't have Margot Robbie in it though. God damn it, what is it called? Oh, Birds of Prey. That's right. It's called Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of the movie. There's like a title screen for it and everything. But yes, that's a live action movie coming out for them next year. Other than that, Wonder Woman 1984, which actually I think might be okay because the first one didn't suck. So
is this animated or live?
No, that's live. You're asking about live action.
Okay,
right?
damn.
Yeah. Wonder Woman 2's coming out next. And
damn. Okay.
Margot Robbie is going to be in that next one. But for animateds also, they got first one I mentioned, The Reign of the Superman, Justice League versus the Fatal Five, which will be the first Justice League animated movie like with the proper Justice League we've had in a couple years. I think the last one we saw they were broke up because of Batman or something like that. Batman was wanting to leave. Hush, it's a long-awaited Batman movie, is finally getting an animated rendition, which people love most of the time. So finally, Hush will be animated. Live action, the Joker movie. Remember with Joaquin Phoenix?
That's right.
That's coming out.
That's coming next year.
Not too long from now, as a matter of fact. It comes out October. Oh, I guess that is like a while. October.
Okay.
So. Wonder Woman Bloodlines is a new animated movie coming out too. I'm assuming that's to hype up 1984 coming out soon.
Probably.
Yeah. So that's just a few things they have coming out. Actually, it looks like a pretty good year for DC, assuming they don't fuck it up.
Yeah,
assuming
exactly.
they don't fuck it up. It looks like a good year on paper.
On paper, it looks like it. Yeah.
So we'll see what they come up with.
They turn over the paper. It's a mess. No.
Yeah, it's what it's been so far, right? So can't say shit. All right, but AJ, got some other news for us?
Okay, so Spencer Newman. You know who this guy is? I don't either.
No, I don't think so.
Apparently, he's a new chief financial officer for Netflix. He came from Activision Blizzard.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So he was hired there actually May of 2017, so not too long ago, working with Activision Blizzard for a while, and then he left. He kind of got fired, I guess, but they didn't really say. And days later, he was hired at Netflix, right? So why? I don't know. People are speculating that maybe he's going to be behind some of the gaming stuff that Netflix is trying to do. Maybe help out with that in some way. He's a chief financial officer, so I'm not sure exactly how that makes any sense. But sure, why not? Also, though, before he was with Activision Blizzard, he was actually working for Disney.
Really?
Yeah. So he had a little bit of his toe in Disney, a little bit with gaming and shit with Activision Blizzard. So maybe he just had enough experience with two different things that Netflix is interested in.
He's become a master.
And then plus, Disney is about to launch their new shit, right? Their Disney Plus later this year. So maybe that's another reason why Netflix wanted to scoop him up. To see if he had any insight or any ideas to beat out Disney in that way. I don't know. But
things they weren't willing to do that they could do, maybe. Huh?
Maybe, yeah, who knows? So that's what that was interesting to be. Everyone was talking about it for some reason, so I looked into it to see if it was worthy of talking. I saw that little piece of news, like, oh, he was also working for Disney previously. I was like, whoa.
That's pretty dope.
So let's speculate on that, but I already did.
All right. All right, in other news, there was a Doctor Who 13th New Year special this past year, and they had, of course, his major enemy, the Daleks, those guys that say exterminate and ride around blowing shit up. It was a special about them. And
they had their own special?
Yeah, the specials usually they come out, like, if they're ever his main villain, the special's usually about them.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so, but Britain's actual government tweeted... the government's communication headquarters of Britain actually tweeted, after that Dalek attack yesterday, things are kind of a mess, but we're almost done cleaning it up. So
what the
everyone fuck? Don't be alarmed. Everything's back at full capacity. So they played along with the whole Doctor Who thing.
That's pretty cool.
It's funny. I don't really think we have anything that's so big here in America that our government plays along with it. And shit.
I was going to say that because, America, we have our own superheroes. You can say Superman is an American superhero, right?
I think that's the only thing people would all know is for sure.
So I feel like Europe's thing is Doctor Who. And then you got fucking Japan with just straight up robots.
Yeah, that's true. Robots in general. I guess the Gundam, right? There's a big ass Gundam.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But... that's funny that the government played along that. It's like, is that popular in the culture that they went ahead and played with it? I mean, Japan fucking building fucking Gundams, right? In the middle of fucking their towns and shit.
Yeah. Shit, when are we going to get on that?
Seriously, what do we have? We have Mickey Mouse. That's what we got.
I think you mentioned it one time. Imagine, the aliens come through and the Gundam just gets up and starts
fighting. Yeah, they're going to be fucking
shit.
real, dude. I swear. That's what's going to happen.
Don't even joke like that. Man. Yeah, but, yes.
That's funny, though.
AJ?
Punisher, dude.
Yeah, I saw that trailer. That looked pretty dope.
But yeah, it looked pretty good. So we're getting the... have they done this before? I guess no, not really. Well, they kind of brought a character, villain back. Because usually every season of one of those Netflix series is a new villain, right?
Yeah, usually they try to change it up.
So this looks like it's the same villain coming back, which is kind of weird.
That is weird.
So that should be interesting.
I'm down with it. But yeah, you're right. That is going to be different.
But I heard this is going to be a more true version of those characters.
He looks more true. Like, his outfit for Jigsaw looks more true.
And the same thing for Punisher, too, that he's going to be true comic book Punisher this time.
What does that mean exactly?
Like, I don't know. Like, he's going to be exactly how he is in the comics. I don't know. I don't read the comics, so I can't tell you for sure.
He did seem more specific about the murder shit when he was in the trailer. I was like, all right.
Yeah, because I guess they're saying that his whole season was more of him becoming Punisher more than him actually being Punisher. We kind of got to see how he became how he is and all that. Yeah. And so this season's supposed to be him more as Punisher.
I guess that's fair to say. That's pretty true.
So that's what they're kind of saying with that. And then, yeah, coming out the 18th of January this month. So in less than 2 weeks, about 2 weeks or so. Also, too, Supposedly, this might be happening after the snap.
Yeah, I saw something about that. Is that for real?
I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. No one's confirmed it or anything, and I haven't seen any evidence of it myself yet.
Damn, remember that crazy ass story I told you about where Thanos is mad that the Marvel Universe, the Marvel heroes got murdered by him? And so he gets the power cosmic and the Ghost Rider power so he could chase after Thanos in space. I didn't tell you about that shit?
It sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, imagine, hey, they're setting it up for it right now.
Damn, that'd be sick.
They're not going to do that
I know, that's unfortunate.
That would be dope.
That's crazy. Another crazy thing to bring up, though, because after this season, I'm pretty sure we can all expect come February, in a month after Punisher drops, oh, Punisher canceled. Because, Disney and shit like that.
Yeah, we know that's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, right? We're all expecting that. So there's this other little thing about that, saying that all those Netflix series that got canceled, there's a thing in their contract that says if they do get pulled from Netflix for some reason,
they can't show back for 2 years.
For 2 years, they got to wait for 2 years to somehow bring those characters back in some other platform somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that means we're not going to see fucking Luke Cage and Daredevil and freaking...
Jessica Jones, Punisher.
Well, Jessica Jones and Punisher, maybe like 1 year longer than Iron Fist and Luke Cage and Daredevil, because they all got canceled first.
Yeah.
And then so we'll probably see those first, and then we'll see Punisher and Jessica Jones like 6 months later or whatever. So just to throw that out there. So that means Disney Plus in 21?
Yeah, if you're expecting to see a show.
Yeah.
If they bring them back to life, which I hope they do, because they're so cool.
I'm pretty sure that, I mean, those are good characters. They better keep with all of them. They can probably do away with Iron Fist, unfortunately.
I think if they keep one, they're going to keep them all, though.
I hope so, yeah.
But, to give you guys some hope on that same front, though, the show called Defenders is not canceled.
Defenders.
So if Netflix really wants to stretch this out, they can put them out on Defenders,
Yeah. And can they do that, though? Or is there something in the contract that's saying they can't use the character or they can't use the show itself?
No, they just can't use the actual shows called Daredevil.
Then maybe they're going to do what you're saying, call it something different.
I hope. That's
what would say, The Man Without Fear or some shit you're saying?
Yeah,
Daredevil?
Man Without Fear. Well, I don't think Netflix would even let them cancel it if that were the case. Though, if they were just going to change the name of it. I thought Disney would take it and call it that, but if they can't use those characters for 2 years, there's no point.
Well, I'm pretty sure Disney wanted to cancel it off Netflix so they can do it, so they wouldn't have the same characters on 2 different platforms doing 2 different stories.
Right.
So they kind of got to kill it on one side.
It makes sense. I just hope that they actually use the same actors.
Yeah, that's that one thing that we all fucking just want.
Yeah, Charlie Cox isn't happy about all this, so that makes me scared that he's not happy about this.
I perfected this American accent so well, now I gotta stop.
You know? All right, I'll give us one more piece of news, and then we'll go to Music of the Week.
Sound good.
Black Mirror. Usually it's like a Twilight Zone thing. Comes out every year. Shut the fuck up. And comes out on Netflix specifically. It's a Netflix original show. It's a British show. It just has really creepy, like I said, Twilight Zone vibes of weird, different things happening. Nothing's ever connected to one another.
Yeah, every episode's different, right?
Yeah. And they usually have some kind of technology having to do with like fucking up and making some crazy apocalyptic thing happening. But yeah, so this newest one that came out was on Netflix. It's called Bandersnatch. It's a movie, though. Instead of giving us a season, they gave us a movie this time. The weird thing about this movie is it's the first ever interactive movie.
Oh, that's for reals?
It's for real.
Oh, shit. Like a choose-your-own-adventure type of shit, right?
Yeah,
I heard about this.
So this is the first
how does that work?
You know, I haven't actually watched it myself. Me and my brother usually watch it together. We just haven't got around to watching this movie yet.
You guys gonna go like argue over the paths you guys.
Yeah,
take
right.
No,
fuck it this way.
I don't want to die. I want to live. You know.
Yeah, could be, man. It was very interesting that they're doing this. It's pretty bold for them to do. Black Mirror's already a bold show, doing things that a lot of shows haven't done in a long time and things they haven't done ever. But like, I didn't think they'd go this far. And some of my friends that I've talked to like it, and a couple of them really don't like it. One of them said he was just playing.
Those are lazy people who don't like games.
Probably, yeah. Well, one of my coworkers specifically was saying he loves Black Mirror. So when he saw it was a movie, he was like, "All right, that's fine. I'll let it go. I'll be cool with that." He sat down and started watching it, and he's like, and all of a sudden, like he had to pick something. And he's waiting for it to. He's like, "What the fuck's going on?" He said, "Oh, I guess I got to do it myself." So he's gonna roll with it.
Yeah.
Said about an hour in, it made him start over or something like that. He's like,
because he died. He fucked up.
He's like, "Fuck this shit. Now you're gonna play anymore." He's like, "I'm over it." So it's funny because I think it's just cool that they tried it though.
Yeah.
The fact they attempt it and the fact they're being bold enough to even put it out there is fucking cool to me.
That sounds cool. Yeah, I used to like those choose your own adventure books. Like I was reading a bunch of Goosebump ones back when I was younger.
Yeah, I remember the Goosebump ones. You pick A or B, or
yeah, like go to page 32.
Page.
You know, you go there, you die. Like fuck, let me go back.
Yeah, and then
choose the other page. What was the other page to choose?
Try again.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like reading those. Actually, I wanted to do one on YouTube, but I'm not good.
They have them on YouTube?
No, I don't know if anyone does it on YouTube or not. But I wanted to create something like that on YouTube, like film something and have it with different, branch out for different options. So like, at the end of the video, you have those options like, oh, click this video to like watch this old thing, or rather than do that, just choose your own path now,
Damn, we should do an episode like that.
Oh shit!
Now you give myself a headache.
Seriously,
I'm already giving myself a headache by mentioning it.
Like I'm down to plan it like that, but I'm just not good at storytelling. So like I just wanted somebody who's interested in doing that. So I just never got around to actually looking for people like that, though. Oh, there was a picture for Daleks. I was looking for something, but there is something. Anyways. But that sounds interesting. Are you going to do it?
Yeah, of course, for sure. I love Black Mirror, so I'm going to give it a try at least.
That sounds cool. All right, so next part.
Music, yeah. Let's jump into the music.
Music power.
That's right.
It throws me off every time.
It's part of the show where we share some music with you. It's what we've been listening to and what we think you should be listening to. And this week, should I go first?
Yeah, go for it.
So this week I got a track that I heard once again, and I want to make sure I like it. The DJ, I believe, is called, or his name, Oski or Oski, O-S-K-I. Track is called "Go My Way," and it's featuring the Arcturians.
The Arcturians.
Octurians. I'm going first, so let me plug in first.
Okay. And mine is going to be by some artist named Ruck P.
Oh, shit.
I just heard it and I thought it was really dope in the restaurant. It's called Spring
Yeah, I
in
do that
La
shit all the time.
It's the best way, You just hear good music. Spring in La Coruña. And I like to wait till I have like 15 songs. And then I just make a mix out of those 15 random tracks I heard.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's kind of fun that way. And it's all from time that way, like from one point in time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it's Ruck
That's
P.
interesting.
Spring in La Coruña.
All right.
After you.
After me. And we'll be back after this music break. Anyways,
all right, we're back from Unfocused. For Unfocused. And the second song you heard was from P. Ruck. And the song was called... Spring in La Coruña.
That was the second track. The first track was a track by... What were they called? Oski. And it was called "Go My Way," featuring the Arcturians.
Alright.
Got that, guys? You got that? Both pretty chill tracks today.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're kicking back. Starting this year chill.
Yeah, as we should, right?
Yeah. So with that said, we'll jump back into a little bit of news for you guys, and then we're going to do a little special segment instead of Unfocused Weeks at the end, right?
Sure. Also, too, by the way, just kind of go back on my Unfocused Week, I remembered. So Wags actually got me a gift. He got me this stupid maze box, and within this maze box, there's a gift card. You gotta solve the maze to open the door on this shit. And apparently this thing is fucking fractured. The little spot right here where the ball's supposed to pass through from here to there is kind of offset. So there's no way to solve it unless you knew that was the fucking way to get in.
Yeah, he was wondering if you were going to be able to figure that out to get this thing, and he's like, I'm not sure, but we'll see what happens. So.
He was a bitch.
I know, I was like, you bitch ass. I told him that when he told me that you're a bitch ass.
He knew it was detected. Anyways.
And I told him, I'm going to tell him. He's like, no, don't tell him. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you're a bitch
but I figured it out. It took me like 10 minutes. I had to slam the fucking thing against the table a couple of times to get it fall through. But I got it in there, and I opened it. I got my gift card, and I bought Jurassic Park Evolution with it.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so it's that strategic RPG kind of SimCity type Jurassic Park game.
I heard we were talking about it earlier this year or last year.
Yeah, it came out last summer. So I got that. It was on sale on Steam for like $15 for the winter sales and shit like that. So like I'm gonna get that. So that was one. I haven't played it yet though, but that was one of the other things I did. Oh yeah, I also played a game called Super Multitasking.
What is? Okay, I like the sound of it already.
All right. So it's a game by this dude named YYR. Yeah, he's actually friends of Orange Lounge Radio. He always calls in. He pretty much makes games for them, but he's a legit game maker. But he makes all his shit like 8-bit, like old school and shit, right? Mm-hmm. And sometimes Orange Lounge Radio will come up with some just random crazy idea for a game, and if it sounds easy enough for him to make, he'll sometimes go out and make it. He's done like 3 games like this for them so far, and I think Super Multitasking was kind of one of them. But what it is pretty much is you have a controller that you're using, right? So on the controller you have a D-pad, right? And then you also have just the random buttons on the side, and you also have shoulder buttons, right? Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you also have the little joystick on the side, right? So you need a controller just like that. And then on the screen you have 4 different screens, and each little screen on there only works with certain buttons on your controller. So a mini game will flash into those little screens, and then you got to use those buttons for that game. At the same time, another screen will have another mini game in it, and you got to play that mini game at the same time as you're playing the other ones using the assigned controller or buttons for that game. Does that make sense?
Not really.
Not really? You really got to play it. It's freaking dope. But yeah, you're literally playing 2 or 3 games at the exact same time, and then just try to do easy little tasks here and there. But it gets so confusing sometimes. It's pretty fun. So I think people should check it out. It's like $4 or $5 in the Steam store if you guys can find it. Super multitasking. So check that out. I knew there was another game I played, but that was the other one.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll probably show you later on. Anyways, ready?
Yes. So other.
This is the news. Good. Gotta do it correctly.
That's right. My bad. Naruto news. Naruto released some mini-series comics recently. It was all about father and son pairings. So it was about Naruto and Boruto, Sasuke and Sarada.
More like Boring Toe.
Shikamaru and whoever the fuck his kids is named,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was 3 specials, and apparently they're real popular. They're called Naruto Shindens, and they got popular enough that they're going to get animated. So these will all be having anime specials coming out later in the year. So keep your eyes open for that if you're a Naruto fan. Or I guess more specifically if you're a Boruto fan, because we don't know who these fucking characters are. But yeah, one of these days I'll watch it. I can't work up the energy to watch it. Just watch the first episode, man. I've even had it loaded a couple times, and I'm like, nah.
Too soon?
Yeah, it's still too soon, man. It's been like a couple years.
Yeah,
3 years.
Naruto barely ended, and Boruto already started and shit. Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, yeah. Nah.
You give it a couple years and have it be a big comeback. Like, oh, by the way, we're continuing, but with Boruto.
No, but they did give it like 2 or 3 years. Bro.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
No way.
We're just old.
No, shut up. Don't say that.
It's true.
Doesn't time move so fast when you're so older?
Yeah, it does.
It's some bullshit. I hate it.
He says some bullshit.
Yeah, because they were playing like top like 50 tracks of the year for this year on one of the radio stations, like, and it's like, oh, and when it got to the number 1, it's like, oh, by the way, here's a number 1 track from last year, and they played a track that I feel like is still new. I was like, no way. Like, I feel like this shit just came out a couple months ago.
Got him.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But Boruto.
Yeah, 3 new specials. We'll get 3 new anime episodes too. So one about Shikamaru and his kid, Naruto and his kid, and Sasuke and his kid.
Yo, where can I find fucking Kenshin, the new shit?
Oh,
I need that new shit, man.
Manga Stream.
Manga Stream, that's right. I was trying to remember the website. I can't remember websites where I used to fucking read manga.
Yeah, Manga Stream's the shit.
Manga Stream, okay, because I think I'm ready.
Yeah, I want to read it too. I keep forgetting about it.
I finished the Kenshin manga too.
Oh, see, now you're ready. Now you really are ready to start.
I'm really already, yeah.
Okay.
So I watched the anime and I stopped at the appropriate spot because it doesn't exist after that. And then I, read the manga. I continue on to the proper spot.
Okay.
And I ended it, and then I'm ready for the next shit. Kenji and shit.
Yeah. Fucking Yahiko running the show.
Yeah, you fucking with the reverse blade sword now.
Yeah, he's rocking the reverse blade sword.
Yeah.
Kenshin's walking around with a wooden cane.
Is he?
Right.
Was he?
Probably serving people with a wooden cane.
I wouldn't doubt that.
I think that's probably what he's going to be using. I think
he's going to be using his hands, similar to Yahiko.
You think so?
And then fucking, what's his name, took off, so I'm pretty sure they'll find him later. Oh, yeah, they did find him later on the horse.
They got to run into him.
He found a horse.
Yeah, he found a horse and they found him. It's funny that in the filler, remember that he found a horse at one point? We're like,
oh yeah, so there's a horse. Yeah.
Okay.
And that imaginary shit that never happened, yeah. We had so much high hopes with that shit, man.
Yeah, man.
We're trying to connect things so hard. We're like, that's where he got his horse, and then it just never happened.
Yeah, that's a damn shame, man.
Yeah. All right, what's next? My turn?
Yeah.
So another Unfocused news. Steam controllers. So freaking Valve or Steam, put out this little news thing at the end of the year a couple weeks ago saying that they had a list of popular controllers that had been used on Steam to play a lot of their games, right?
Right.
So Which controllers do you think were popular, T?
Which ones?
Which controllers, just in general?
This year?
No, I guess this year, just overall on Steam, that people would like to use on a PC to play games from Steam.
I'm sure it's gonna be the PlayStation controller.
That was one of them.
I would just always say that one. Probably the game. Yeah, I don't even know why I would say GameCube. So no, probably just that one and that typical Xbox looking one that everybody gets.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only two I would imagine.
So the Xbox controller, the PlayStation controller, also the Steam controller, and
that's the one I meant actually. But yeah, all right, go on.
And the Switch Pro controller. Top 4 controllers.
Wow,
used
the Switch
on
Pro
PC.
controller?
Yeah, apparently you can pair it. I didn't know you could do that. I'm not sure how easy it is, but apparently it's easy enough that a lot of people use it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But yeah, those are the top 4 controllers, and they also break it down to like which games are played the most with those controllers, and they also broke it down even further and put what's the most unique game for each controller. Every controller pretty much played the same game for the most part. There were some variances in there here and there, but out of the unique parts of it, I thought it was really interesting. So for the Xbox controllers. Also similar third-party controllers too. I noticed a lot of Rocket League, Tomb Raider, GTA, Dark Souls, like a bunch of shooting games. Mm-hmm. Also, that Nier Automata was on that fucking list too, which is where that B2 character in Soul Calibur came from. Tekken, Soul Calibur, and DBZ were also on the top for Xbox controllers. So those are a bunch of noobs.
Yeah, basically.
And as far as unique games goes, I noticed a lot of racing games and adventure games that people would use with Xbox controllers. So racers and adventure games. And also Jurassic Park Evolution was on there too for some reason. For a PlayStation controller, a bunch of similar shit. Street Fighter 5 was the first one though on the list.
Yeah, fighting games for sure.
Yeah, so that was correct.
Because I was like, PlayStation is just the most comfortable controller ever created to me. Like,
yeah.
Like especially for fighting games, a game where you have to be real comfortable.
And as far as unique games go, fighters were the most popular. For PlayStation controllers.
Really?
So those people are doing it correctly.
See, they get it. They know. It's just natural.
The Steam controller, as far as unique games go, a lot of RPGs and like world-building games and strategy games. Like StarCraft-ish type games, Civilization, stuff like that.
They want the Steam controller.
Steam controller is used, which I think it makes sense.
Yeah, they have extra features there.
You can customize it to work however you want. Switch controller, its unique games look like a bunch of retro-looking games and indie games. Stuff like that. I also noticed Mega Man 11 on there too.
Yeah, because that's more like a Nintendo or a game or what's it called? Not Dreamcast.
NES.
No, Nintendo or SNES. Sega Genesis controller, like real basic, just like real simple to play with.
But the Pro controller isn't that. I mean, it reminds me more of an Xbox controller, if anything.
Yeah, I guess that's true, huh?
I have a Pro controller here, which I use for Splatoon mostly.
I wonder why then. What would be the difference?
I don't know. Yeah, like I guess people that own Switch and have a Switch Pro controller.
I kind of thought you meant the classic when you were talking, but now I see
No, I'll talk about this one. Yeah. So I feel like anyone that owns a Switch would have this and would play those type of games. I guess is what the assumption you can make from there.
Interesting.
Because why else would you have a Pro controller and use it on PC unless you had a Switch to go with it too?
Convenience and cheap kind of thing.
Yeah, and I guess like the people that have Switches play those type of retro-looking indie games and Mega Man 11.
True.
I guess that's the only conclusion I can come up with.
I'm okay with it.
But I just thought that was an interesting list to kind of go over. So yeah, anyone who has Steam, just go to the news part and scroll down a bit, and it's up there if anyone's interested in checking that out, because I thought that was a unique little story there.
All right. You ever heard of Slightly Mad Studios?
I slightly never heard of it.
Yeah, well, they're kind of pretty forerunning in VR type of tech.
Oh.
They made the last Need for Speed game, which was a VR type of game.
Nice.
And they're responsible for all of those games called, what are they called? Project Cars. Capital CARS.
That sounds familiar.
It's also a VR project.
Okay.
But apparently they've been developing their own system.
Ooh.
Yeah, and their CEO, Ian Bell, had put out a tweet a couple days ago, and people were considering it to be shit-talking.
Oh, shit.
And it says, he says on this tweet, "What is the Mad Box?" Which I guess that's going to be the name of the system, the Mad Box. I like the name.
That's pretty good.
He's like, well, what is the Mad Box? It's the most powerful console ever built. It's literally mad. He's like, you want 4K? You want VR at 60 FPS? You want a full engine for free to develop your games on it?
Yeah.
You have it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, wow, that's fucking crazy. And someone was saying he's basically pointing out specific things that Xbox and PlayStation won't do.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he's saying he's not tripping about it.
Okay.
He said,
how much is it?
He said, let's see. It's right when your console can run at 120 FPS. We're not playing around here. This is beyond next gen. For too long, have subtle iterations been accepted? Time to raise the bar substantially. So we don't know because they're talking about 2 to 3 years for this thing coming out now. So I'm like, that's gonna be a little while away.
By then,
but he said it's gonna cost less. He's like at least $50 less than any console.
Only
out.
$50 less. Okay.
Like than any console out without all those capabilities. That's pretty ridiculous. I'd say.
And okay, cool. But I feel like Sony and Microsoft are already working on their next gen systems. But by the time this comes out, they'll be there too.
Or at least the upgrades. They're you know, where they resell the same system again?
Like the Pro system, shit like that.
Yeah, the Pro system will be like.
They already done that. We already have PS4 Pro. We have that Xbox One X, whatever.
Well, I think this guy's trying to compete with PS5 and Xbox too.
Oh, hopefully that's what he's trying to do.
No, that's what he's talking about.
Okay, that's what he's talking about. Okay, all right then.
Because those are all those things like 4K.
Cool.
Supposedly PS5 is not going to do 4K. So
I doubt that. It has to. That's what the market is right now. They got to do 4K. If they're not going to do 4K, they shouldn't do a PS5.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
especially they've been the forerunners for that. Like
the PS4 Pro does 4K right now.
Oh, well,
I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah.
Maybe Xbox doesn't want to do it.
I think the One X, the newest, the Pro version of the Xbox One right now does 4K. I'm pretty sure it does.
Oh shit.
HDR and all that shit too is big words being thrown around with those.
So what's he talking about? Then?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like,
the difference is being able to develop your own game on it, I guess.
That too, I suppose. But he's talking about VR, which those consoles I don't feel like can't do properly yet, because with VR. You pretty much need high, like, if you want to be high quality, it needs to be fucking like 4K, and it needs to be fucking 60 frames per second. Well, actually, technically, it needs to be beyond that because it needs to go into both eyes because each eye has a different screen.
So it has to be like 120.
So you pretty much have to have 2 screens with 4K at 60 frames per second each one. So pretty much 120 frames per second at like 8K is what this machine needs to be capable of to get that into a VR system. And that's the bottleneck that consoles have right now. Which is why if you want to do VR, PC's where it's at, but you got to have a fucking beefy-ass graphics card for it. So if he's promising on that, he's going to have something beefy that can do all that, but in VR too.
All they're known for is VR so far. That's all they've done in their history. So it's like it's interesting they're making a system. I feel like it's just so hard to get off the ground with a rival system to the big three.
And on top of that, VR is not taking off like people will hope. VR is pretty dope. There's a lot of shit out there right now. But yeah, it's expensive. That's why people won't try it. And there's nothing really. You can't show people VR unless you get the helmet on them for them to experience.
Yeah, you can't see it on screen. Yeah, like it doesn't show you. That's exactly. True.
So that's what makes it hard to market too. So I guess that's what he has to. That's the barriers he has to jump over to make this shit work.
Yeah. So I guess we just gotta watch over the next couple years, huh?
Yeah. See where it goes from there.
Interesting.
But I feel like that's where everyone else is gonna be going soon is with VR shit in some way because PS4 can do it. It's pretty legit. And it's the easiest way to get into it is with the PS4, with the the PlayStation VR headset shit.
Oh yeah, people are liking it?
Yeah. Tetris Effect, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about
people
that.
People are saying that that's the way to fucking play VR right now is fucking Tetris Effect.
Damn, I want to try that shit out.
Anyways, more news?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah, go for it.
So, Hori. You know who Hori is?
No.
No, you know Hori. Come on. Hori makes like arcade sticks and shit.
Oh yeah.
Actually, all the arcade sticks we have, aside from the one I built,
is Hori.
all Hori.
That's right. Yeah.
This is technically a Collision 28
machine right here. They make the Xbox ones, right?
They make both systems and shit like that. I think my brother got a Hori arcade stick.
Oh, okay, for Christmas.
Yeah, his arcade stick that he has. I'm pretty sure it's Hori. Anyways, they're doing some more shit. They're doing a lot of crazy shit with the Switch. So what they have now is a way for you to play the system portably, but with the screen itself, but using all the peripherals that connect via USB. So right now the problem right now is like if you want to use like the GameCube adapter, we need to have it docked, right?
Right.
If we have the system undocked, you can't play anything but a wireless controller right now. So what they did is made a little dock that you can actually place your Switch in and still use that screen itself and be able to plug in other peripherals via USB. So you can plug in USB controllers, you can plug in the GameCube adapter and all that, and you can also charge it at the same time.
Okay.
So here's
that sounds real versatile.
Yeah. So this is pretty much what it's a little stand, rubberized bottoms. You can angle it in different ways, And on the sides of it, you can plug in, there's 4 USB ports pretty much on it, as well as a AC adapter port too.
All right.
And so, not only can you play this with other controllers, but you can also plug in a wireless adapter, or not a wireless adapter, a wired Ethernet adapter too. So if your Wi-Fi is spotty and sucks, or you just don't trust it to play games online with, then you can plug in your Ethernet adapter like I have in my system and play on a wired network. All at the same time, all while it's not on the TV, all while it's on your screen itself. So you can take it to LAN parties like this.
That's pretty sick.
You can take it on the road. And then this was on Shuriken.com, so they're saying like this is pretty, a pretty good idea for fighting game shit because you might want to have an arcade stick that plug into the Switch or use one of your controllers, or for Smash, especially you want to use those GameCube adapters. This is the only way to do it in a portable mode.
Makes sense.
With this right now. And it's available now. You can find it at GameStop, I believe, Amazon, and also at Arcade Shock, going for about $40 right now. So looks pretty legit. I like it. I might want to get one if I plan to go out more with the system.
Hey man, tournaments, I'll start doing it.
Yeah, but look out for that, or go get it now.
All right, in other news, Brie Larson is kicking off 2019 with a giveaway.
Oh, by the way, that thing was called the Hori Multiport Playstand, in case anyone wants to look it up.
Hori Multiport Playstand, okay.
All right, anyways.
Yeah, so Captain Marvel stuff. Brie Larson's kicking off this year with a little bit of a giveaway for Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
Yeah, she tweeted, let's see.
Giving away her outfit?
Not quite, that would be really cool, but this is close to that, actually. So, she said at the beginning on the first day, let's tell 2019 to bring it. I want you to comment below with something you plan to do next year that scares you. Something outside your comfort zone, something that you will overcome because you're a badass. I'll choose one person randomly to receive this special edition Captain Marvel Universe jacket I'm wearing here. So that's this jacket she's wearing right there. It's a Captain Marvel exclusive.
Can't see the whole thing, but it looks pretty dope from the neck up so far.
Yeah, you can see a little more of it, but on the actual tweet, but
okay.
Not much more though. You get the idea. It's blue, red, and gold. She's actually wearing it. She's gonna give you the one she's wearing, and yeah, so it's worth checking out if anyone wants to try and put a comment up there and see if she'll send it to you. I think it's just a cool giveaway that they're trying to give something away. I wouldn't put it up there because someone's probably gonna say they're gonna be cancer, and I'm just gonna look like a jackass by saying, I'm gonna get on more scary rides this year, So I'm just gonna stay out of it this time.
I'm gonna play Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, exactly right. It really makes me sick, I'm gonna play it anyway, It's like, I'm gonna give you the jacket over the cancer kid.
Fight through the motion sickness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Call of Duty.
Because that's what Captain Marvel would do. Play Call of Duty.
And prestige while getting motion sick.
Right? Like a champion.
Like a champ.
So yeah, Brie Larson, you can just tweet her directly if you want to.
Tell her we said what up.
Yeah, tell her Unfocused sent you.
Yep.
She'll send you probably nothing. Go on.
She's like, fuck these fools.
Right? Capitalize off my shit.
All right, but that sounds dope. That sounds cool. Can you buy that jacket otherwise, or no? It's like one of a kind shit, huh?
For now, I'm sure that maybe it's something they'll sell afterwards.
But what if it don't fit you though?
Damn! It's a collector's item. If it don't
very
fit
least, that's all it is. Yep.
It's like a little windbreaker. It's probably not even that warm.
Anyways,
I'm sorry, Brie.
We're finding reasons to not get your jacket now.
I'm not intrigued.
Anyways, I'm actually out of news.
Okay. Oh shit.
I got one more thing, but that kind of leads into our ending.
Okay,
topic.
so real quick, as advertisement during the Super Bowl, Google was putting out some for Super Bowl 53, right? That's the one?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so Google already started it, but they're going to be launching a bunch of commercials for their Google Assistant software.
Okay.
And those commercials are going to have Home Alone shorts. There's already a couple out. And they're called Home Alone Again, and they actually got grown-up Macaulay Culkin to show up in these shorts.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can find... There's a video about behind the scenes for it, and I think one of the shorts is out, but the other ones aren't going to come out until, obviously the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think one of them's out, and you can see the behind the scenes of it. But it's kind of funny, and I guess a lot of people like it, so a lot of people are demanding that they make a new Home Alone movie with adult Macaulay Culkin. Everyone got hooked. You know, internet people, they see something they like, and now like, all right, I want a movie.
Everything, yep.
Yeah, so
do this for me now.
Yeah, people are blowing up Macaulay Culkin shit and Google shit, and
you know what's funny about that? Internet people getting on shit.
What's that?
So a news story that I just remember right now that I didn't put in my news, but you reminded me. So what's that? The Spider-Man game on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, there's a bunch of different Spider-Man outfits that existed in comics and just movies and TV shows and shit. There's different Spider-Man outfits, right?
Yeah.
And I guess everyone wanted the Sam Raimi Spider-Man outfit. And so the internet started going crazy
right?
from the movie, yeah. And people started going crazy, twittering and shit, saying, make this outfit. It shouldn't be hard, you know? And then a couple weeks later, they were like, oh, we have the outfit now.
Oh, they did it? They gave in to terrorist demands?
See, it sounds like they gave in, right? But think about how long it actually takes to plan all that shit, right? They're not going to all of a sudden see fucking people tweeting about it and then do it right away.
Oh, weren't you telling me the information has to already be in the game for them to add it in there?
No, not really that, but they probably already had it planned and were already working on it, and it was probably already done. They already had a release scheduled for it, just never said anything about it. So the fact that everyone was saying, like, oh, we want this, and then they finally did it at some point, doesn't necessarily mean that the internet won that argument.
It means they just sped up the release date so we'd shut the fuck up.
They either sped it up, or it was just a coincidence.
Like, it was right on time for them?
For them to talk about it, and then they're like, oh, we're already making this. Go put it out now, you know?
Fuck.
So maybe it's that. So I just thought it was an interesting story that people think they won.
That's some Twilight Zone shit. You'll never know if you really won or not. That's the funny part.
And then the Macaulay Culkin thing, too, real quick. Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah.
Remember him?
What about him? Yeah, I do remember him.
He's still doing shit, and then he also did like he reviewed all the Home Alone games that ever existed, and he had a special guest star, Macaulay Culkin, come through.
This fool was making his rounds,
and kind of talk about these games with him too. So it's pretty funny how they're just talking shit about all the games. And spoiler alert: the one best Home Alone game that ever existed was on the Sega Genesis, the first one. That's the only one that was true to the actual movie. All the other ones just made no fucking sense.
They just kind of made up their own story, like the Star Trek games, like they kind of make up whatever.
Yeah, I remember playing the Home Alone game too when I was little, like on the Super Nintendo. Like all you're doing was like jumping over shit, and like that was it. Like you jump over shit, and I don't know what you would do. I don't even know what to do. Like there is no setting traps, you know, and weird shit like that. But the Genesis version, you did go and set traps and wait for the burglars to come through and shit, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. And then the second one failed and went the route of all the other games, which is stupid. Anyways, I thought that was interesting. And when people should go check it out, so look for Angry Video Game Nerd, Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone. And
he's active.
Yeah, exactly, right?
And my last piece of news. So the creators for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I'm sure everyone knows because they made money. It is Sony. They're definitely making a sequel for that shit, right?
Oh, really?
So, come on, man. Sony, bro. Oh, people liked it? People kind of liked it? We're definitely making a sequel. Yeah, like that's how... This is what people love, but, you know, someone kind of liked it, so Sony's making a sequel, you know? Damn. But fans have been really pushing for the Japanese Spider-Man to appear. For anyone who doesn't know, there was an original Spider-Man TV show in the 70s with a Spider-Man with a super sharp eyes, and he controlled a giant robot for some reason.
As all Americanized versions of...
You mean all Japanese-ified?
Yeah, exactly. All American things that get Japanese-ified.
Yeah.
Powerpuff Girls got him.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, so everyone's got to have a giant robot.
Yeah.
So he does all the regular Spider-Man shit, he just has a giant robot. People were like, they really want this one Into the Spider-Verse too. And the creator said, and you know, here's an example of the internet trying to win, right? And the creator said, he will do it if and only if we cross 200 million domestic. Deal, everybody?
Damn.
And it's like, damn. This shit's already pretty high. What are they at right now? They're at 104 right now. To cross 200 million domestic.
That's gonna be a while.
It could do it, but it'd be hard. Like,
yeah.
But you know, if you really want fucking Japanese Spider-Man in there, yeah, you gotta push.
Gotta tell your international friends.
Hey, tell them to see it too. You know.
How do you say it in Japanese?
We'll say what?
Go see Into the Spider-Verse.
Spider-Man oh yeah. Oh my, you bastard! That's that last word. Yeah, so that'd be cool. I was gonna ask it'd be funny, too, if he came in there only speaking Japanese. Like,
that'd be cool.
No one fucking understands him or anything, you know? But, well, you know, is there a version of Spider-Man you'd like to see that... Well, you didn't see the movie.
I don't know. I didn't see the movie either, so I don't even know.
Like, a lot of people want Black Spider-Man, you know, all black, like, with the symbiote on him, you know? Is there any version that you've seen that you want to see in the movie?
Not to my knowledge.
You used to watch the old school Spider-Man?
I did, but I don't remember any other outfits technically.
I remember in that.
Or what's his name? Fucking Man Spider would be cool.
Oh, with all with the extra arms.
When he's actually fucking more spider than man.
Yeah, that would be. Oh yeah, that would be dope. Where he's like busting out of the outfit as a spider and shit. Yeah, that would be kind of dope actually.
That would be cool to see. I'm not sure that counts as an outfit or not, but it's a different Spider-Man.
It's a different Spider-Man. Yeah, it's him from another universe.
Yep.
Shit, they could just make it the Spider-Man with 6 arms, and then have him lose his shit every now and then, like the Hulk.
Oh shit!
You know, and become that version.
Oh, and then he grows like his other 4 arms or some shit.
No, like so that one, that version always has 6 arms.
Ah, okay.
But when he loses his shit, he turns into that.
The spider.
Yeah, that big angry Spider-Man one.
That sounds crazy.
So you can't get too excited, or he starts to trip out.
Yeah.
For me, I would really like to see the Dr. Octopus Spider-Man. That would be really dope. Where he has Dr. Octopus's legs and cool. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the superior Spider-Man. But yeah, that'd be pretty dope.
What is Spider-Man? Is any other Marvel character that has all these different forms?
There's a few that have a lot of forms, but
not Iron Man, I guess, would be the other one.
That's different though. Yeah, he made all those.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's everyone has a few alternate forms, but no one has as many as Spider-Man. He has a grip. There's a lot of alternate Spider-Man. Maybe the Hulk. There's a lot of alternate Hulks too.
Okay.
Yeah. But yes, that's the end of the Unfocused news.
Also, rumor has it that in Japan, if you watch Unfocused there, we have robots.
We do, and we're animated.
And we're animated for sure.
Yeah. Well, looks a little more intense too. But, so instead of doing
we can just do a quick Unfocused piece of what we're gonna do.
I'd rather hear the predictions because I want to go into that.
All right. So first off, this little news story that kind of brought this along. Also, I heard a couple other podcasts do this whole thing, and I kind of like it, so I want to try it here. But there's an analyst report for Nintendo. Where a bunch of analysts got together and kind of made predictions of their own. So some are saying that the Switch is going to come out with a Pro system and a Lite version, possibly.
Oh, Lite version?
Yeah. So a Pro version that's more HD and shit, and a Lite version that's basically what we have now. Some people are saying that more third-party games are going to come to the Switch this year. Someone said that there's going to be a $200 version, and handheld-only version. Pretty much you can't dock it, and you can't slide off the Switch Pro controller or the Joy-Cons. So it's just a one solid system. And then someone else said that it will be the best-selling game or best-selling system this year.
I saw that.
It's going to be the Switch. But mainly because Sony and Microsoft are too focused on their next-gen systems. But that's like their predictions. So I just wanted to hey, let's go ahead and just make our own, just overall, just all Unfocused stuff.
All right. I think Captain America is going to die in Infinity War.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. I like that. So we got Captain America dying. I can second that too. I feel like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
There's
I think Iron Man's gonna live and Captain America's gonna die.
I think so too.
Or they'll both die.
Oh shit,
I don't think Thor's going anywhere.
No, I don't think so either. Have you seen the Ragnarok 2 trailer?
No.
They're calling it Men in Black 4 or Men in Black something.
Yeah, that's right. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that shit. Him and Valkyrie. I was like, what the fuck?
People are calling it Thor Ragnarok 2.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? I saw the trailer. I was like, what the
It looks pretty sick, though. The new Men in Black trailer.
I don't know if I want to see it, but it looks good, though.
International. Men in Black International, that's what it's called. Yeah. My predictions, I have a few here. I think we'll get a Switch Pro system. I hope we do.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Sounds right.
I think by the end of the year, we'll hear something from Disney about an X-Men movie or something X-Men related.
Maybe some after credit scene in
maybe
one of the
some little hint at the very least that they are working on something. I don't think we'll get a movie this year, but we'll definitely get word that they're doing something with that.
By the way, I'm pretty sure our movies are set in stone this year.
I'm pretty sure too.
Far From Home and Black Widow, right?
Black Widow and then Captain Marvel.
Oh shit, Captain Marvel. Oh, we may not get Black Widow this year then. It's probably Captain Marvel, Infinity War, and Far From Home.
Yeah, probably that's it. I think
so. They like to do 3 a year.
Yeah, sometimes 4, but I think so.
Have we ever gotten? No, we never got 4.
I feel like we got 4 last year. No.
No, we got 3 last year. We got Black Panther, Infinity War, and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Fuck, you're right.
Yeah, it's usually 3. I don't think we ever got 4.
Oh, damn. Oh, well. I feel like we did get 1 year. I feel like I got Ragnarok and something else, and Doctor Strange, and no.
Nah, that was 3.
Fuck.
The Ragnarok year was 3.
I'm going to look it up one day. I'm pretty sure we got 4 in 1 year. It's so epic.
All right.
Anyways, Sony experience. So we know PlayStation dropped out of E3. I feel like we'll get word of their new system, PS5, at their PlayStation experience, which usually happens toward the end of the year. And also, I'm going to say the new Pokemon game coming out this year, sometime in November. With, I'm going to say 90 new Mons.
90?
I'm going to say 90.
Fuck,
Why 90? I have no clue.
What are they gonna make them out of now?
I don't know, but it's a new gen. There's always new fucking Pokemon.
It's gonna be a headset Pokemon.
Oh, dude, that'd be so sick. And then my last one that I could think of, Disney Plus. I think it's gonna be $15 a month.
Oh, you want to hear a dick move?
Oh shit.
So fucking apparently, Titans is coming out on Netflix next month.
What the fuck?
Dick move, GC. Dick move.
Wow.
I know, dude. That's fucked up. There was another one like that too. Something else like that's coming out on Netflix where it's not supposed to, like, or we thought it wasn't going to.
That is stupid.
Well,
what was the whole point, DC? You're fucking up.
It's a burn on like everyone else who's subscribed for the DC shit right now, because you know a bunch of people did that, right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be laughing too hard because I bought Atlanta season 2 because Hulu wouldn't put out the second season. It had been out for almost a year, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, Hulu's not gonna put it out. I'm just gonna buy it on iTunes. I bought it. 3 days later, bro. 3 days later, they put it out and they took season 1 off. I was like, you motherfuckers, I hate you guys.
So you can't even go and recap real quick.
No, bro. They put it all out there. I'm like, I fucking hate you guys.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah. You got any other predictions though?
Captain America's gonna die. Let's see. I think.
I gotta take the Spider-Man picture off.
I think Kingdom Hearts 3.
Which comes out in a couple weeks.
Everyone's gonna hate it.
Whoa.
That's a guess. I don't know. I haven't even played any of them, so I'm not one to say, but I think everyone's gonna hate it.
Damn.
What else? Bless you.
Oh, I got one more I want to throw out there. Evo, I feel like we'll get new Street Fighter character announcements at Evo this year. Because right now they say they have no plans for new characters right now, but I think they're just holding off. I think they got some new plan.
They lie.
I think they'll tell us at Evo because they've done that before.
Why you got to lie, Craig? You ain't got to lie. I'm going to say DLC for Smash Brothers, Conquer.
Oh my god, Conquer's bad for a day.
Yeah.
Just Conquer. Really?
Him with machine guns.
Damn.
Will be his weapon.
Okay.
Something crazy like that.
We'll see. All right. And the whole plan for this is to come back to this episode next year and see if we were right on anything.
Anything I can't think of anything else. Yeah. This is a pretty good one. This is pretty fun. I guess that'll do it. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Yeah, I hope I'm right about Conquer because that'd be really fun to see him show up in Smash Brothers.
That'd be
and now Bayonetta's got guns, so I don't see why
so why
Conquer
not?
can't have guns.
True.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a game known for like bad mouthing shit? And...
Yeah, he would cuss probably and talk shit, or like they probably bleep out what he says or something.
They'll probably do something creative if they were gonna put him in.
They'll bleep him out.
Yeah. All right. Well, we all done here?
Yep. Unfocused, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Unfocused, Rick, real quick.
This is episode 207. Breath of the Wild. That's it.
Let's play some Soul.
Yeah. You want to play that instead of Smash right now?
Sure. I'm down. Because I need to test out this Xianghua.
Let's do it.
And then that's my plan. I'll try to finish Zelda. I'm going to try to finish that. And just play some more Soul, more Tekken, more Smash. And then, if anything, if we go to Evo this year, I think I'll be entering for all those games. I think I should do Street Fighter again. Because I did pretty good in Street Fighter at Evo last year.
You should start practicing now then.
Yeah.
For Street Fighter, because people are serious about that shit.
True.
Well, they're serious about all of it, but you know what I mean. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. That was episode 207. Don't forget, we're live on twitch.tv every Thursday, mostly every Thursday. We go on about between 7:30 and 8:30. YouTube.com/Unfocused Podcast after we're done.
Like, comment, and subscribe to that if you haven't already.
Also, like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Download it while you're at it, because that's what really helps
iTunes,
us.
you mean, right?
Sorry, on iTunes, yeah.
Yeah.
Download
5
it.
stars.
Download it, 5 stars, because that's what helps us out.
Instagram @Unfocused Podcast. Twitter @Unfocused28.
Collision28.com, of course, is the main website. You can always get us there. Or you can email us about anything we've talked about, anything you want us to talk about on unfocusedpodcast@gmail.com.
That's right.
I think we got everything, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week for 208.
Hey, we take challenges through email too, bitches. Bring it on.